Yeah, these guys are friends of mine from Washington, D.C., so I asked if I could have the privilege of introducing them. Frank Sullivan's a real Renaissance man. You know, he built his he built his mandolin. Uh, uh, he made his leather strap, and if you're really lucky and you go to the right show, he's a master chef and he might cook a meal for the entire audience. So please make them welcome Frank Sullivan and Dirty Kitchen.
Yay for bluegrass! Oh my gosh, so good to be back. We We played this festival, I guess, maybe 2011. It's been a while. So we're going to play some original tunes. We're going to play some covers originally. We're going to play all kinds of stuff for you tonight. Here's a tune that some friends of ours from Baltimore wrote. It's called I Fell Short. Darling, please don't throw this letter away. Just read the words I have to say. I was a fool to ever go astray. I'm lonely since you went away. Now I'm on my knees, and I'm feeling kinda small. I'll be the first to say I fell short on standing tall. What your girlfriends are thinking. They'll tell you what a snake I've been. But darling, I just have to find a way to prove I'll never cheat again. Now I'm on my knees, and I'm feeling kinda small, yeah. I'll be the first to say short on standing tall. Reaching up for the curve, I can't believe that it's goodbye. It's true I'm measuring at 6'5", but I feel just 2 inches high. Now I'm on my knees, and I'm feeling kinda small. I'll be the first to say short on standing tall. I'll be the first to say I fell short on standing tall. I fell short on standing tall. Well, I fell short on standing tall. Anybody driven down to Virginia before? All right, yes. I see some yes, maybe a no. Yes. No, no, no. I'm having fun. I love sign language. Yes. I grew up with some, when I was a kid, I grew up with some friends of mine that were deaf, and we would just make up our own signs. Home signs, if you will. I'm going to get tuned up here so everybody can hear it sound better. We tune because we care. Anyway, Virginia. If you've driven over the border in Virginia, you see the sign that says, "Welcome to Virginia." But there's also something underneath that, and it says, "Virginia is for lovers." I'm just kind of curious because up here in the band, we're all lovers. How many lovers do we have in the audience? All right, there's a lot of love here, folks. I can tell. We're going to do a tune here called "Virginia is for Lovers." Maybe. I'm having trouble here. There we are. All right. A 1, 2, 3, a 1. Well, Virginia is for lovers, so they say. And I've been living it till today. A broken heart should come as no surprise. Falling out of love is on the rise. It feels like Tupelo in Tupelo. Hearts are frozen everywhere, don't you know? From Nebraska to Alaska, I keep moving on. Well, my time with another is up and gone. But Virginia is for lovers, so they say. And I've been living it till today. A broken heart should come as no surprise. Falling out of love is on the rise. Well, you did what you did so well. What's done is done, so go to hell. My crazy, foolish heart let you in. Wish I could say I won't fall for that again. But Virginia is for lovers, so they say. And I've been living it till today. A broken heart should come as no surprise. Falling out of love is on the rise. Love is grand, I've heard it said before. Losing you was 100 grand or more. But Virginia is for lovers, so they say. And I've been living it till today. A broken heart should come as no surprise. Falling out of love is on the rise. Yes, a broken heart should come as no surprise. Falling out of love is on the rise. So my wife tells me I should tell more stories about the songs we play. You know, to get connected with the audience so they have something to latch on to, you know what I mean? You're just going to have to latch on to this next one because I don't have a story for it. Except that our good friend Chris Jacobs wrote it from Baltimore, Maryland. We have some Baltimoreans in the house, right on. Excellent. Just be glad you don't live in Manassas. How many people are here? Raise your hand, just curious. A few of you? All right. There's a few folks here, guys. Here it is. A little tune called Crooked-Eyed John. It goes kind of like this.
Should have been gone, headed for the hills, but I stayed too long. Wore out, welcome in town, had a little trouble in the barrio. Run, run, that's what I've done. Let her on the pillow saying be back someday. Maybe when the smoke fades, till then you be my only one. Try to get to heaven and I take a little detour, that's all. Try to get to heaven and I take a little detour, that's all. I'm good, solid gold, I'll be gone till I come back home. Good, solid gold, I'll be gone till I come back home. John, still hear her call, always in my dreams like a raven song. Dark den with a little hint, a secret underneath the warble. Bang, bang with the man's gun. Turn around when I should have kept on running. Last sight I saw was the black night, covered in the red blood. Try to get to heaven and I take a little detour, that's all. Try to get to heaven and I take a little detour, that's all. I'm good, solid gold, I'll be gone till I come back home. Good, solid gold, I'll be gone until I come back home. All right now. John, crooked-eyed John, call many names. When I die, I live down till the day I leave this old world. One lesson I won, should have stayed back where I belong. Lord knows that's the way it goes with the woman and apple in the garden. Try to get to heaven and I take a little detour, that's all. Try to get to heaven and I take a little detour, that's all. I'm good, solid gold, I'll be gone till I come back home. Good, solid gold, I'll be gone till I come back home. Good, solid gold, I'll be gone till I come back home. Good, solid gold, I'll be gone till I come back home. Yeah. Woo. So, I guess it's 2015, maybe a little earlier, just somewhere around the new year, over the holidays, actually in 2014, if I'm remembering correctly. I'm driving across the 14th Street Bridge from Washington, D.C. back into Virginia. My phone is sitting on the passenger seat, and I notice it just kind of starts vibrating and going to town over there, you know, and messages and phone calls and so forth. And I I was driving, so of course, the safety in me says, don't look at the phone, right? I finally get to a spot where I can look at the phone, and it's all these messages from friends and colleagues and peers saying congratulations on being nominated for a Grammy. I know. Just as surprised as you. And it was for Best Bluegrass Album of the Year. And, oh, thank you. All right. So we're going to do the title track for you. It's called Cold Spell. It's kind of what we need right about now. I'm feeling a little warm. 1, 2, ready? And jigs upon my windowsill. That's no falling just beyond the pain. A lonesome shadow moves along the wall, sleeves down, bracing for the worst again. Cold spell. Spell again. From breath and steam souvenirs, take flight then fall. We stammer o'er the pieces on the floor. Degrees are scarce and the heartache is coming on. The cold upon your shoulder chills me to the core. Stay. another cold spell again. It's another cold spell again. Oh, it's another cold spell again. Oh, it's another cold spell again. Thank you. You want to get No Strangers? How many people have seen the band before? Wow, okay. Thank you for coming back and checking us out again. You may notice there are a couple of new guys up here. And on the bass from Culpeper, Virginia, mighty fine singer, mighty fine bass man. He sings all the highest parts and plays all the lowest notes. And just a mighty fine guy, father of two. As of last September, he had a little baby girl. Super sweet. Anyway, if you would, please make welcome Cody Brown right here on the bass.
Thank y'all so much. So good to be here with y'all. I'm going to do y'all a J.J. Cale tune called Don't Go to Strangers.
It's better if I tune, Cody. Hang on a second.
You want me to introduce it again? This song is called Don't Go to Strangers.
Beautiful.
Standing in a crowd, call my name, call it out. Don't go to strangers, woman, call on me. Wave your arms in the air, let me know that you are there. When in doubt, dear woman, call on me. Don't let me turn to dust. Oh, woman, when the doubt's better call me. If I'm standing in a crowd, call my name, call it loud. Don't go to strangers, woman, call on me. Turn to dust, oh, woman, when the doubt's better call me. If I'm standing in a crowd, call my name, call it out. Don't go to strangers, woman, call me. If I'm standing in a crowd, call my name and call it out. Don't go to strangers, woman, call me.
That's Cody Brown, everybody.
Thank you again.
Yes, Cody. Mighty fine. Anybody ever watch the Andy Griffith Show? All right. Oh, you were in it. Nice. Okay. Yeah, one of my favorites. And actually got to play music with the band that you often saw on there were called the Darlings. Do you remember the Darlings? They were like a bluegrass band. But in real life, their names were the Dillards. And the Dillards, man, they were pillars of bluegrass for sure. And I played with Doug Dillard for some time in my formative years. And we would often do this song that we're about to play for you. I never sang it before. Ginger Boatwright, who was part of the band years ago in the 60s called Red, White, and Bluegrass. They had some hits in the 60s, late 60s. Anyway, she was the lead singer of the band. And we ended up doing this song with Charlene, one of the Darlings, at Andy Griffith Theater in not in Mayberry, but it was Mayberry Days in North Carolina, Mount Airy, North Carolina. And it was really cool to have that experience, be around those people, meet Barney, all those things. It was awesome. And anyway, this is a tune that they did. Mitch Jane and Rodney Dillard wrote this one. It's called There Is a Time.
wander. But there is love, and love is war. There is a time for us to wander, when time is young and so are we. The woods are greener over yonder. The path is new, the world is free. Falling. The woods are gray, the paths are old. Frost will come when the geese are calling. You don't need to fire against cold. There is a time for us to wander, when time is young and so are we. The woods are greener over yonder. The path is new, the world is free. Thank you so much. So over here on the guitar, folks, he is a mighty fine mandolin player, let me tell you. That's why he's over there on the guitar. You got that right. He's a great singer, producer. He's played in all kinds of bands, made all kinds of recordings. In fact, I'm just a little bit jealous. Mighty fine guy to be on the road with, that's for sure. And now I like to say, we don't make band members in this band. We make family members. And that's what it feels like going down the road with these guys. But if you would, from Winchester, Virginia, that there on the guitar is Jack Dunlap.
Oh, thank you folks so much. Thank you. It's great to be out here. Great to see y'all. What a wonderful festival. Thank y'all for having us out and listen to our music today. Before I introduce this song, I have to give a shout out to my family watching at home. They're watching the live stream at home right now. My wife kept the kids up late just to see us. Out to my wife, Wendy, and my kids, JJ and Gabby. I think my mom's even there.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Mom. But anyway, I'm going to sing y'all a tune that I wrote with a good buddy of mine who lives down in Baltimore, Maryland. And he sent this idea to me, and his original idea was, this guy went through life and did everything that he could, and it didn't quite pan out the way he wanted, but, he was all right. He was, fine with how his life turned out. And I took it, and I wrote it about a guy that I know who did the opposite, never tried, never did anything, and just kind of floated through life. And now that guy's gone. Don't have to worry about him anymore, but wrote it about him. It's called That's All Right With Me. She don't love me and she don't hate me, but that's alright with me. My days of chasing pipe dreams, I've done and gone away. I don't make much money inside this factory. I spend my life working hard and I get nothing free, but that's alright with me. Sad, but thanks for the inquiry. I'm going through this life of mine, lettered in reality. I'm staring down the barrel of what was meant to be, and settled in mediocrity. But that's alright with me. Well, I don't know what I should have done, should have tried to be, to keep my fire burning when I never held the key. But that's alright with me. Yeah, that's alright with me. They say there's no guarantee, so let's say a prayer and raise your glass to the next society. I'm not looking for condolence or your sympathy, but if I'm making to tomorrow, then that's alright with me. Yeah, that's alright with me. Thank you.
ticket for an aeroplane. I ain't got time for no fast train. Lonely days are gone, I'm going home. My baby wrote me a letter. I don't care how much I gotta spend. Well, I've gotta get back to my baby again. Lonely days are gone, I'm going home. My baby wrote me a letter. Well, she wrote me a letter, said she couldn't live without me no more. Well, listen, mister, can't you see? Gotta get back to my baby once more. Anyway. Ticket for an aeroplane. I ain't got time for the fast train. Lonely days are gone, I'm going home. My baby wrote me a letter. Well, she wrote me a letter, said she couldn't live without me no more. Listen, mister, can't you see? Gotta get back to my baby once more. Anyway. Ticket for an aeroplane. I ain't got time for the fast train. Lonely days are gone, I'm going home. My baby wrote me a letter. Yeah, my baby wrote me a letter. Oh, my baby wrote me a letter. Yay! Bet you never heard it like that before. Kind of like this next one we're about to do for you. One of our favorite bands is The Band. And we're going to do... what is that I'm hearing? Somebody's back there ripping it. Nice. So we're going to do a song by the band. You've seen The Last Waltz, I'm sure, yeah? Well, Levon Helm sang this song and absolutely slayed it. Chris Teskey, a little earlier, was telling me there's going to be somebody wrote a book about the band recently, and I don't know any of the details, but I'm not going to be around to hear this presentation or talk or whatever it is tomorrow, but I highly suggest you all going. And if you want, sing along with us. It'll be fun. Virgil Cain is his name, and I served on the Danville train. To Snowman's cavalry came, and they tore up the tracks again. in the winter of '65. We were hungry, just barely alive. By May 10th, Richmond had fell, and it's the time I remember oh so well. The night they drove old Dixie down, and all the bells were ringing. The night they drove old Dixie down, and all the people were singing. They went na 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 na. Back with my wife in Tennessee, one day she called to me, Virgil, quick, come and see. There goes Robert E. Lee. I don't mind chopping wood, and I don't care if the money's no good. You take what you need and you leave the rest. But they should never have taken the very best. The night they drove old Dixie down, and all the bells were ringing. The night they drove old Dixie down, and all the people were singing. They went na 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 na. Yeah. Like my father before me, I would work the land. Like my brother above me, who took a rebel stand. He was just 18, proud and brave, when a Yankee put him in his grave. I swear by the mud below my feet, you can't raise a cane back up when he's in defeat. The night they drove old Dixie down, and all the bells were ringing. The night they drove old Dixie down, and all the people were singing. They went yeah. Hey. Dixie down, and all the bells were ringing. The night they drove old Dixie down, and all the people were singing. They went na 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 na. Yeah. All right, here's our last chance, folks. The night they drove old Dixie down, and all the bells were ringing. The night they drove old Dixie down, and all the people were singing. They went yeah. Beautiful job, everybody. All right. I guess we got the one more sign. It just felt like we just got started. Hell.
Well, back there on the soundboard, running the road with us, making us sound better than we actually do. He's a magic worker, folks. It's all smoke and mirrors, really. And he lives in Easton, Maryland. And if you would, please make welcome Doug Gleim back there on the soundboard. Thank you, Doug. Well, we want to do a song written by my dear friend Ginger Boatwright. It relates love to an 18-wheeler heading down a steep grade. The brakes are out, and the load has shifted. I felt that way before. It's called Runaway Ramp. 1, 2, 3. When we first met, you took my breath away. You told me you loved me, I had nothing to say. I was the fool who wouldn't let you in, though you knocked time and time on my heart again. And love is like an 18-wheeler on a 10-mile grade, with its cargo hanging and its overweight. The brakes are failing and the road is damp, and you can't find a runaway ramp. Oh, you can't find a runaway ramp. I saw you, it was understood. We wouldn't talk love, it would do you no good. I was so blind, I just couldn't see that you're the best thing that ever happened to me. And love is like an 18-wheeler on a 10-mile grade, with its cargo hanging and its overweight. The brakes are failing and the road is damp, and you can't find a runaway ramp. No, you can't find a runaway ramp. All right, Jackson. Well, out of control and nearly losing my mind, looking for something that was so hard to find. I almost lost you because of foolish pride. You took my heart on a runaway ride. And love is like an 18-wheeler on a 10-mile grade, with its cargo hanging and its overweight. The brakes are failing and the road is damp, and you can't find a runaway ramp. No, you can't find a runaway ramp. And love is like an 18-wheeler on a 10-mile grade, with its cargo hanging and its overweight. The brakes are failing and the road is damp, and you can't find a runaway ramp. No, you can't find a runaway. Looking for a runaway, can't find a runaway ramp.
And over on the 5-string banjo from Shrewsbury, Pennsylvania, weighing in at about 210 pounds, 6'3". Good to see you all, folks, tonight. This is Mike Munford, yours truly, Mike Munford. Thank you so much.
That's Mike Munford, Frank Solivan, and Dirty Kitchen. Thank you all so much for listening.
Frank Sullivan and Dirty Kitchen.